Legendary status already attained in her native Mexico. Here is the former flyweight champion, Alexa Grasso. Outstanding boxing. She has worked extensively on her offensive jiu-jitsu, and she is beyond motivated to prove tonight that she's still the best in the world.
You know, when you talk about Alexa Grasso, it's easy to say, well, she's a really good fighter. She's a really good boxer. But John, you and I have spoken time and time again about the amount of time she spends in honing that craft, making sure that she's always throwing from the right spot. She's so crisp. She's so sharp. She is a great fighter. But again, she's got to work her way to a championship. How difficult will that be for the former champion?
Well, Valentina Shevchenko put together such an amazing legacy in the UFC women's flyweight division. I never thought I'd see another champion close that gap, and yet here we are with this dominant champion defending her title yet again tonight.
Just greatness. That is what she is. She is greatness in the truest sense, because she goes out there every time to build on her legacy. She is not out here just fighting. She is fighting with the intent to be considered one of the greatest of all time. She is the champion of the world, and she plans to stay that way.
And when you're this good, people start talking about belts in second divisions. She wants to stay at flyweight. She wants to chase further greatness, and another golden opportunity in front of the champion tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. All right, now for the main event introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexa Grasso. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Tracy Cortez!
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, one of the best flyweights in the world, Alexa Grasso, has touched down on the canvas as round 1 gets underway here. And unlike the early stages of Alexa Grasso's career, now she has any number of different methods in which she can attack you. She even talked in the fighter meeting this week about getting her grappling going early. So we understand the jab, the boxing proficiency. I think Grasso might wrestle and grapple here tonight. You see a lot of Francisco Grasso trained feints out of Alexa on the feet. Tremendous boxer, but we've really seen her evolve across the board in MMA.
I love Alexa Grasso's style, man. I love how she feints in and out, moves side to side, never giving her opponent a stationary target.
Nice lead left from Grasso, one of her best weapons.
I mean, just check hook. I love that lead left hook by Alexa Grasso. She waits for you to enter and bang. She just turns the hip, smacks you right with that beautiful lead hook.
We were talking about something else, but a moment ago there was a clean right hand that got through. All right, here we go, early round 1. It sort of seems as though both women are waiting for the other to make a mistake.
Well, they're trying to find an entry. You know, when you're at the highest level of the sport, one mistake could ultimately cost you everything you've worked your whole life for.
Beautiful crossing. She got it home there. Her hand speed is something else.
For all the things that she does well, the hand speed pops off the page, especially especially when she let that cross fly.
2 minutes. Feint left there by Cortez. That uppercut is good.
Oh, that right hand hurt.
There's a right cross now from Grasso.
Always coming from the right position. Hands are where they're supposed to be. Feet are where they're supposed to be. It's all boxing for Alexa Grasso, and that's shown.
Could be the beginning of the end. Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially rally.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that you hurt her before. She's gonna have to work.
5 minutes down, potentially 20 to go. All right, so there's the horn. The round mercifully comes to an end. That is a huge round from Grasso.
Stick to the striking, stick to the game plan. You're hurting her to the body.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Round 2 here to decide the UFC Women's Flyweight Championship.
Great job blocking that shot. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
There it is again, not the first time we've seen that lead hook from Grasso tonight.
Yeah, Grasso's so good at landing that shot. She's very well positioned as she draws out your punches and she counters with that lead left hook.
Pretty good deception as she lands another body kick there.
Yeah, she's got to start tucking that elbow. She keeps taking those body shots. It's really going to hurt her down the stretch.
Oh, I thought she was going to get that. Oh, good uppercut, just the way she drew it up.
She could not have imagined this would have landed as good as it did. Now, she's got to take that finish.
Wow, somehow, some way, she returns fire. Well, if you've been watching, you know her uppercut has been absolutely on point here tonight, DC. No reason to think she won't get right back to it.
No, she needs to go right back to doing it. It's working. She's very good at it. I think it's her best punch, and it's shown in this fight.
Oh, big
my goodness.
Strikes landed on both sides. Just over 2 minutes to go. Finally starting to find her rhythm, and you got to feel good for her because she has been frustrated in fight.
Yeah, John, and you knew she was better than that. But it was all a matter of finding her rhythm, getting to her flow state, and putting herself in a position to get a victory. Now, you are watching who we thought we would see the moment she stepped into the octagon.
45 seconds remain in the round. Cortez getting the better of her opponent here. Both fighters landing. It's like the beginning of the end. Oh, she is wobbled now. Oh! McCann. Heading back to the corner now. Grasso's got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds. All right, back to the stools we go, and that will give us a chance to look at some of the replays. She has a big cut on her forehead, courtesy of the multitude of strikes she absorbed in that last round.
She took a lot of shots in that round. Her toughness was on full display. She is as physically durable as anyone we have seen in the octagon. But you cannot be on the receiving end of punches and strikes like this.
You ready to fight?
When you start to take damage to the forehead, you're bleeding, and the way that she's bleeding, she has got to be better defensively.
Yeah, Cutman appears to have stopped the bleeding, at least for now, but she's got to find a way to protect herself so that gash doesn't get worse.
Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Grasso. Oh, nice counter shot by her there, turning defense into offense nicely.
She is not only good offensively, but if you miss, she will make you pay.
All right, nice body attack there, and damage really starting to pile up on that fighter's side.
Well, she hasn't defended it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's starting to pile up. She's getting beat up to the body. She has got to do something. She's got to be right on the money.
Well, my favorite rap group, Onyx, would always say stick and move, and she is moving beautifully off that center line tonight.
John, that's exactly what she's doing. She's moving in, out, side to side. She's doing everything right defensively that then will lead to counter-opportunity.
Will get some respect. She won't go as forward anymore. When you got a big power striker like that, you got to make them respect you and respect what's coming back at them.
Well, she's able to get back up here, but man, look how wobbly she is. Wow.
Oh, right hand land. There you go. Body shot.
Oh, a big right hand.
Lands a quick jab.
Nice job by her there to block those shots. When you first go to a boxing class, the first thing they say is glue your guard to your face. Her guard's high tonight.
Her guard's high, and she keeps the elbow down. She does a great job of blocking the top and down low.
Oh, another beautiful strike to the buttock.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, she's in a seated position here up against the fence. Not good.
Back to your feet. You cannot be here.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, big shots here. Oh, there it is. The story remains the same and still undisputed UFC flyweight champion.
I don't have words to describe this woman. I believe she is the best. She's elite in everything, and she is still the UFC world champion.
All right, so it goes into the books. Champ as a TKO, ground and pound.
It's exciting, John, because once she had top position, she started to really let her hands go. You knew that one of those shots would get through clean, and it was going to be game over. So what a finish. Congratulations.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 47 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Tracy Cortez!
Well, that's one way to retain your UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. Congratulations to the consensus best 125-pound fighter in the world, and nice to see her have this moment with